Hello, welcome to Nezzo's Bad Shop. I'm your host, Nezzo. You're looking at a box that says MD 2.0, and beside it is a Master Drift 1.0, aka MD 1.0. Yes, finally got my hands on one. This one's going to be pre-built for the Strictly Sideways Club, where I am right now. This is late night after a track night. It's like 3 a.m. right now. Everyone's already gone home. I was finishing some inventory and doing some cleanup and that sort of stuff late night. And I figured I'd film this unbox since the boss said let's build this for pre-build sale and put it in the cabinet here. And yes, so this is the 2.0 version of the Master Drift, this one being the 1.0 colored. This is what the Master Drift 2.0 looks like in a picture. So they've changed a couple things. The transmission's still the same, but they've changed some bits in the front end. They've given it some better mounting, I believe. I think that's what it comes with, those mounts. At least it better. If not, we're gonna find out. But you still get the big bores, aluminum shock tower type thing, and the same lower arm arrangement, but the upper arms are slightly modified version of the aluminum version 2 YD2 upper arm, because they've gone away from this and they've gone to where is it here? Come on. Yeah, oh, that's the bottom side, that's the top side. So it's like it's very similar to the arm we already know from the YD2. So that's one they've gone to. And there's the knuckle. That's pretty much the modified version from the Super Drift. Same one as the Super Drift, which is a modified older E knuckle. Chassis plate's different though. You can see the chassis plate's different. I'll get the plate out of the box in a minute, but that's just to give you an overview. So that's different. This arrangement is very much like what is on the Super Drift. That same belt crank there from the touring car, the BD series, and the servo more back. The battery tray arrangement's a little bit different. Transmission's still the same. That screw, you can do some adjustments by installing some parts in there or something, I've been told. Find out more later. And the lower arm and rear knuckle arrangement is the same as it was on the predecessor car. This is from the SD actually, but this arrangement down here is the same. So nothing has changed there. We'll put that back. Okay, so this is the box. And like that's why I was showing off the pictures, because you don't really see anything on the box. But I think we do get the old the coupon thing, which is really nice. Now the Master Drift 1.0, the original version, the regular black version, because there was only one color of that was a 3-gear car and was pretty mild out of the box and needed quite a bit of tuning to get going nicely. And there were a bit of manufacturing issues, which we've all figured out by now. Then the 1.0 colored came along, and it had a much more better out of the box tune. There were some revisions in holes and stuff like that. And this thing drove quite amazing out of the box, actually. I was really impressed with it, and so was a lot of other people. And now they've already moved to the 2.0, and this was released only a month ago-ish, not even. And I watched one of my buddies out in Quebec use a Master Drift 2.0 not only at our recent event we just came back from, the 4th anniversary of Elite Drift Shop, and we watched that same car of the same owner take it down to the US finals down at Super G. And he did pretty well, actually. He was in the top 8, I think. He ended up in the top 8. So, and people have told me they've purchased their Master Drift 2 already, built it, and they like it quite a lot. And I think most people didn't have a Master Drift 1 before, but at least 1 or 2 people have told me they like their 2.0 even more than their 1.0. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's cut it open and go from there. And it's been a while since I did an unbox, so let's see what's in here and what they've done and what the thing is, if we still have that screw baggery thingery bobbery. We'll go from there. I'm pretty much going to try and start building this tonight so that I can get it on track by Saturday, and we can run some tests. I can put some electronics back in this so I can run a side-by-side comparison and do some other video filmery and do some more filming at my thing. Anyways, Master Drift 2.0, here's the manual right up front, center. And just looking for that coupon-y thing. It might not be in here, it might be somewhere. Oh, look, an addendum. About the shock oil included with the kit. This is a change from the 200-300. Listen to the instructions. Please put 200 in the front and rear. Oh, interesting. So No more 50, so no 50 weight then. We're going back to 200, 300. So is this a mistake, an addendum, or are we going back to the old way? And because this has 50 weight oil in it, which it runs really good. So if we're going back to thicker oil, immediately I'm going to say the car's already going to feel mild. So I wonder if that was a mistype or a misprint or whatever, but how come all these Yokomo cars lately have been including 50 weight silicone oil, and now all of a sudden we've gone back to 200, 300? To me, we're going backwards again, but okay, interesting. We'll find out more about that later. Oh, look, yeah, front body magnet mount. I guess it does come with it. Cool. We're going to find out. Nice. So that's kind of cool, because there was a big brouhaha about the rear end post arrangement. It wasn't very good. And it did not follow traditional Yokomo body post geometry, which was a big killer for most people. So, going to dive in here, and we're going to go see what's what. So here is that new screw bag for MD2. And I will be checking to see if the part numbers and all that line up, because we've had a slight issue getting that right. But for the most part, this is the thing that's more efficient, yet also more work. So, okay, that's still a thing now. There's lots of bits and bytes in here, so let me dive into this. Now this is bits of suspensionary and ball cup sets and stuff, and I see the plastic bell crank from the old YD2. Now I know this is just because there's certain things molded to this that they're just going to include anyway. I think, hold on, let me see here. 47 mil drive shafts. Okay. Yeah, so those knuckles, the front and rear ones, those are from same as like the SD 2.0. Drive cup protectors, so that means we're getting an aluminum outdrive diff, which I can see over here. Aluminum outdrive gear diff with 5,000 weight oil. The YD2s used to come with 10,000, so we're going with 5,000. Okay. All right, and let me grab, this is more plastic in here. Plastic, what is this? Servo mounts. We got servo horns and that aluminum piece with the super long turnbuckle, so that we can move the servo further back. Cool. Excellent. 11, this is the front bumper assembly, which is very similar to that on the MD 1.0. The front drive axles and wheel hexes there. 8mm standard, yep. That's the standard axle. It's the same axle as that one right there, actually. And that's 8mm, but just bump. So that's the same. MD1 slide rack, still the same, but the front bulkhead has changed a bit. So the slide rack there is the same, but the pieces that hold it in place are a little bit different. Those bearings, though, those look familiar from the SD 2.0, so that's a new bearing mounting, bearing size for that. Bag 8, front lower arms, and these are exactly the same as there, right there, as they are in the MD 1.0. Those boys, okay. Let's do bag 4. This is rear suspension, the ball cup stuff, and those arms that go off the rear transmission. There's the rear arms in graphite. So it's all the same, this and those pieces back there. I wonder though if these pieces are a different measurement from the 1.0, these pieces that come off the transmission. I'm gonna find out, that'll be interesting. Interesting to see. All right, so number 7, this is the front bulkhead and shock tower. Shock tower, I think, is very similar to this piece. Oh, I put a little mark on mine. Shock tower. And this shock tower, ooh, look, we got the 1.0 suspension, suspension mount razors. Nice. And that shock tower is very similar, but is it the same one? It looks pretty much similar. I'll compare it. But that bulkhead is different compared to that bulkhead. So that's a change, as I showed in the pictures. Mini tool set, as always, included. This is the rear end of the transmission mountings. And I'll show you where these pieces are. It's the rear shock tower pieces, these pieces here. So it's it's for the rear shock tower and for the rear upper link, camber link. Very nice. Now Yokomo has this habit of not announcing color. You see how this is black? They didn't announce this until like months later, but we all knew it was coming. So if you want a colored red or purple version of this, I'd wait. I even heard they're doing a purple red of the SD. Don't quote me, but I'm sure they're going to do a color to this, because they never announce it ahead of time so people can plan their spending. They just do us dirty like that. I don't like that personally. So number 12, this is the battery tray, and that piece there is probably from the battery tray. That looks nice. Mostly carbon pieces there. That's going to look very neat. Different battery tray design than the 1.0 and even the Super Drift 2.0. So interesting. 10, more pieces of the front bulkhead. This is probably the back side of the front bulkhead, I'm going to say. There's those front arms that look so familiar. Yay! YD2 style. Can't get away from the YD2 style. It works so good. You know, they're trying hard, but you can see they're still going back to it because stuff does work. And there's the MD transmission, which I believe that's largely unchanged. But the motor mount is smaller. Look at that. Look how slimmer that is compared to that one. Yeah, this one starts way back here. Look at that. It's quite long. So that's different. The motor mount is shorter. The gears and the transmission input shaft look the same. Those are the... Oh, what's that? That just... Okay, so those say 0 on it, whereas mine say 4 and +2. The diff mount. So they've redone this, and now it's just a 0. So that you can mount the diff in here straight up because it's 4 gear, and then you can put a CLSD in it. Cool, very nice. And the big borers as included, and this is black set because we got the black carbon on the car. And 4-hole pistons, 1.2 millimeter, I think, as standard, and blue O-rings. That's nice. And just throwing in blue O-rings as standard. I think that was the same in that one. They'll get all green slimed and all that good stuff. Yes, and the springs are the Yokomo options, the same that we got on this one. So there's the front and there's the rear. So we got those again. That's nice. Because in the Super Drift 2, they were a progressive rear spring and like a medium front spring, and the car has a bit of boing in it. Don't like that. So, what are we at now? We're almost done here. And I'm just pretty excited to build it and compare it and drive it and all that stuff. But, what's all that fanciness in the back there? It's in Japanese, so I cannot read it. But I have no idea what the heck that is for. We're going to have to find out what that's for. Whoops. But it looks interesting, whatever it is. Maybe it's for lining up body posts or something? Some kind of... I don't know. We're going to find out. Whatever it is... Oh, actually, wait. Okay, wait. This is probably the magnet thingy. This has to do with the magnet mounts. Those look like the magnet mount set in there. I got a look of that thing right there. Can I point it with my finger? That right there. Can't see... Oh, there we go. Magnets. Yay. So we get factory in the box magnet mounts for your... What was this car Canadian? This is a Canadian price of $1,155. So with that, you get all the beautiful aluminum, carbon, all that stuff, and you get a set of magnet mounts. And the only other car that I've seen include magnet mounts in the box lately was the D5. And all versions of the Sakura D5. So this is nice. Yokomo actually putting a magnet set in. And that's probably the answer to the, hey, we messed up the rear body posts on that. They give you body posts in here. I can see them. And along with a free YD2 front bumper set. But, yeah, I'm going to try those magnet mounts. That's going to be cool. That's a nice touch. So, okay. Plus 5 points for the magnet mounts. Upper deck, which has changed, as you can see. This bit back here, that does look pretty similar, eh? There's the holes there, look at that. But instead of a dual upper deck, it's a single again. YD2 style front. Those holes there remind me of that. So that's that. And the chassis plate. Nice, right? Now, if I flip this car over, the MD1, we do a little quick comparison here, because I'm not going to do a big comparison. But if we do a comparison, there's the front, there's the rear. So if we line them up on the screw holes in the front, it's very similar, but a little longer, and it's a little wider, but it definitely looks different. It definitely has a slightly different look to it. So we'll see how that goes. The holes and slots here, they're very similar, but this is just a bit wider. And instead of the front end plate being offset like a head up on top of the chassis or above the chassis, it's all one piece here, up in the front here. So this is wide. This is much more wider than what this setup is. So we're going to see how that works. That's going to be interesting. Looks nice though. And here we got, now look, shock oil, 200. So 200 shock oils. So we're doing 200 shock oil around. Did they think this weebled around too much? This was great. But if this still weebles around on 200 oil with soft springs, then okay. New learning, but like we're gonna see what's what. That's just the older sort of spec and way to go. Now I'm looking at all these things in here, booklets and stuff like that. So what do we got in here? We've got, let's see. So that's the coupon. We got some cool new stickers. Yay, new edition stickers. Hold up. Let me open this up. See what's what. So there's that coupon. New Yokomo version stickers. That's cool. And curved, so you can stick them on a window or something. Nice touch. It's about time. But they did fix that up. Team Yokomo. Cool. Now, this is support and packagery. That's all in Japanese, so I can't read it. Rookie off-road flyer. Cool. Not really. Rookie speed 1.0 flyer. Touring. So yeah, this is the, hey, we've bought a drift car, but check out our other offerings. I was hoping to get an MD2 poster. Why can't you include a drift poster with all this? Minus 5 points. So yeah, rookie speed touring car, rookie off-road buggy, BD12 sweaty touring car. And if you look at the suspension arms there and back there, that's where the master drifts have come from. So that's that. However, we also have this, which is a Yokomo catalog. Ah, look, there it is, the MD1. Yay, SD, I think, yay. Cool. Woohoo. Woohoo. Okay. And then, oh, we got 2 catalogs. Yay. Oh, this is the more updated catalog, sorry, because Master Drift 2. And this should probably say SD2, SD1, RD1. RD2 is coming as well. Yeah, this has more stuff in it. This is a bigger catalog. Master Off-Road. More of the batteries they offer. Also, Yokomo, you won't sell it. We can't get those or those in the country anymore in Canada. What's up with that? Please let us know. And yeah, we can get everything else. So, okay, a small catalog and a bigger catalog. I was hoping for a poster of of the Master Drift. It's not mine. It's going to be a pre-build. Well, that's that. Excited to build it though and then see how it drives, because I've heard it drives pretty good. I don't know whether people were referring to it straight out of the box or with a tune, but they said it was good. So we're going to find out and then we'll go from there. And then I have a couple other videos to finish. I still got to follow up and figure out what's going on with my car after the comp event this weekend and finish that video off, do a couple other things. But there it is, Master Drift, or MD 2.0, the Master Drift 2.0 unboxing complete. I'm gonna jump right into building it once I get home. Go from there. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think if you've got one, and building things if you ran into any issues, such like that, and blah 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 blah. And yeah, hopefully I'll have this built in the next day or so, and then it'll be driving by this weekend for a shakedown video, and then hopefully a comparison straight up to the Master Drift 1.0. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.